This is the CMT trade fair in Stuttgart, Germany. Stuttgart's the home of Mercedes. Here we have an interesting use of a Mercedes vehicle on a Hymer motorhome. This is a Sprinter 418 CDI, and let's have a look around it. So it's got the engine size 2,143 cc's, and it's possibly not what you're interested in though if you're interested in a motorhome. As far as you're concerned, is what can I tell you about this Hymer van? Now, first thing as we come in, we've got here a double floor, and as I'm standing at this point here, I want to show you how deep the double floor is. The chassis of this vehicle is such that it's manufactured by Alco. Everything technical has been moved into the chassis. So you can see you've got the batteries, which can be extended. You could get probably even 3 lithium batteries in there, should that be what you want. You get a magnificent amount of power for living off-grid. Other things which have been moved in, obviously plumbing, the water, and other things related to the van. But also the double floor means you've got plenty of space for your own stuff. Home is where love is. Right, so that's for people who are full-timers, I think. Let's come to the very back. That's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to show you the back first of any vehicle. So you get a bit of an overview of what the whole thing looks like. There you go, a bit of storage there for your shirts and things. To make a minor point if Mr. Hymer's listening, because I mean, of course, Mr. Hymer is no longer in this world, but it would be better if you sort of the shirts and things came out like that. There's 1 or 2 companies doing that. Anyway, right, got to try and find something wrong, because I'm a very keen on Hymer. I think myself as a bit of a Hymer ambassador, so every time I find something which I think is a bit wrong, I've got to point it out. Now, these bits at the back, these alcoves, you can use that for charging your phone at night or something like that. A bit of storage up there. Keep your alarm clock. Do people still have alarm clocks? I certainly don't. I've not had one for years. My mother gave me an alarm clock, and I said, well, what am I supposed to do with that? Well, I didn't say that to her face, of course, but I was thinking that. I mean, we don't have them anymore. Anyway, queen bed. The advantage of a queen bed is you can get in from both sides, and you can get out by both sides. So if you're with somebody else, then you don't have to wake them up as you depart into the toilet after a night of heavy drinking. This has got one of these accordion screens made from cloth. I think it's better than the ones that are made from wood. They're not made from wood, they're made from laminate, but I tend to say wood because it sort of looks like wood and everything else says the word. Telly up there. And let's come round. Close this here, show you how this works. Right, so another advantage of this accordion door is like this. So if you wanted to, if somebody's up there asleep, because there is a bed in the roof, use the toilet, and you close 2 doors to do so. Somebody in here and someone there. I'm thinking of it night, during the day maybe everybody's down and you don't have to close both the doors off. I don't know. Right, shower here, and you can of course close this accordion door this side as well, so it closes both sides, should you be a bit on the shy side. So you see more compartments down there as well. Indeed, I'll pick one of them up. I mean, one gives access to water. You might need access to the water from time to time. There, you can keep your spare beer down there. And if you're parked in a hypermarket car park, then you won't have to go far to refill it up. Indeed, you could use the water tank, which I believe is 120 litres, might be wrong on that one. You could actually put your beer in there, in fact, so instead of having the water come in here, you'd have beer. So I'm full of good ideas. In fact, you might want to suggest that to Hymer that had 2 tanks one for water and the other one for beer. So that you see, look, I'm well ahead of the game as far as advances in motorhome technology are concerned. So I've got a bed here, right? You put a key in and you press the button. See, I'm pressing the button, nothing's happening. The reason, because there's no key. And I understand why they took the key out, because somebody might come along and help themselves to the key. Anyway, what have we got in here? This bit comes out, isn't that nice? Oh, that's great. And I like these slide up things. So, I'll show you the fridge. Thetford Tower fridge, designed for campervans and motorhomes. Now, here I'm going to show you something which is really clever, although I can't actually do it in this because the keys aren't in. I understand why I don't leave the keys in the ignition. But here on this big screen, which now Mercedes introduced this Sprint, I think it was March of 2018 if I remember rightly. We've got this big screen, and now they've got something called the Mercedes-Benz Advanced Control. And Business Insider had an article on this yesterday, although it wasn't absolutely correct, but then again, it's not a motorhome publication. But in that, they showed how this can be used to control all the functions. So you're sitting down here, for example, and you can turn the lights on, you can turn the heating on, you can see how much water there is, or the battery state, and all the rest of it. Because the engine's running, the front battery's probably okay, but the habitation battery might be a bit dodgy. But you can see that from up here. So you've got control over everything. In fact, if the engine's running, you probably, but not in every case, the battery will be connected to the engine, so it's charging as you're running. But that's not always the case in every one. In fact, in my van, that isn't the case. You can also see what the solar's doing and all sorts of things. Another feature here is that we've got a flat floor all the way back to where the bedroom is. At the bedroom, it's no longer flat, and then you've got steps up to the bed. Under the bed, you've got some storage as well. Right, now you've got a telly at the back, but you've also got a telly at the front. This telly here, it's on its side, but it will swing round, and you can sit down here and watch the television. Cleverer. Now, I mentioned the Mercedes-Benz Advanced Control. This vehicle actually doesn't have it, but it could be installed. And Mercedes is talking to some of the main producers to actually do it. The Advanced Control will be the thing. This at the moment, this shows it's connected. It shows that the 12 volts on, and if we can see what the current situation is on the battery, and something here is not working. What's that? So there's no water in the system. Okay. So the one of them shows the water, the fresh water. The other one shows the grey water. That's the water to be dumped from the sinks and what have you. So that's the information you got here. Obviously, it's connected to the mains, so the battery is on max. And that's the engine battery, and that's the leisure battery. You'll see in German, house battery. Truma temperature controls, but in the advanced control, all of this is actually joined together. It's all mixed up. It's all comes together as one. Now, in the course of this little tour, I just thought of two jokes, but I deemed them both not suitable for a family audience, so I didn't say either of them. Right, I want to come out here and show you another feature. I mean, all vans should have this, of course. It's this insect screen. There's another thing that comes handy. It's a rubbish bin in the door. And there's another thing that comes in handy. That's a window in the door, which sometimes you have a bit of a blind spot here. It might come in handy. It might do, it might not. Depends on the angle you're approaching the traffic from. I'm going to open this again. Or did I open it at all? I can't remember. I didn't. This is something for 2020. they all put bins in the, it doesn't matter which company, it's Carthago, it's Hymer, it's Rapido, it's some campervan producer, all putting bins in here. And I wonder what the reason for that is. Is there some, is it the trend? Is it the fashion? Is there some law in Germany that says if you have a motorhome or a campervan, you've got to have a bin in the lower drawer? Who knows? Right, yeah, that's come out. I'll take you for a walk around the outside, and then I'm going to end. I'm not going to push my luck too far because you get music comes on, and music. Obviously, I can't have other people's music in my videos. So I mean, Michael Jackson wouldn't be very pleased at that, and people do turn them on. So I've got to be ultra careful of that. Didn't mention what it was. B690 motorhome in its 2020, guys. Oh, I want to mention this as well. So you've got two door at both ends, which oh, right, there we go. Sorry, it was open. And I'm very careful not to force things. Well, another thing I didn't point out, the bed will move up and down, so you can actually get it to a convenient height for you. Okay, right, so that's the B690 here at Stuttgart. I hope you found that of interest. What's the price for something like this? Well, it depends on the equipment levels you've got inside, but you're looking at 6 figures, so in euros. So that gives you an idea. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you found that interesting. Please do subscribe. There's somebody found this amusing, and maybe not me, but something else. Okay, right. All the best.